Jose. It's the most wonderful time of the year.
Yes, again. Yes. I mean, yes, we did it again. We made it again.
Man, oh man. And it's still, and surprisingly, folks, it's not a horror movie that we're fucking covering this week.
Not yet, anyway. Yeah.
This week. So, it is the holiday season. This is kind of like our go home season for before we take our month-long break.
Mm-hmm.
So, let's kick this off. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, the Cinema Villains proudly bring to you a splendiferous, a holiday festivus for the rest of us.
There you go.
Episode of the show. I am your host with the most, Shaggy Black. Alongside me, Jolly Jose. Jose, how are you?
I am doing great. How are you, Shay?
Oh, I'm good, man. If you click the title, you see what we're doing. I'm just gonna cut through the bullshit. We're watching another holiday action movie.
Yeah.
Because fuck you. I've been putting this movie off for so long. I wanted to skip this movie by all means necessary, but Jose would not let me.
No, absolutely not.
And then finally, after 4 years in the making, he literally whittled me down and says, "Hey,
I was like, look, brother,
it's time.
The quicker we get through this movie, the quicker we can get to part 3.
I said, you know what? You're right.
Yeah.
So we watched Die Hard 2. Die Harder.
Die Harder. That's right. Look at Shay. For the YouTube audience, look at that face of enjoyment. The face of excitement.
Now, I'm going to say this right now because people are already wondering what is my personal opinion on it, especially if they're watching the YouTube side of things, which you can definitely thank you for hitting that like and subscribe button.
Yeah.
The bell notification icon when we go live. We appreciate any and all of you doing all the YouTube like things, helping us grow because that algorithm is beating our ass. And we're just trying to get through this.
Yeah, just so always leave us a like and comment and all that good stuff. Help us. Help us.
Help us, man. Okay. So, my thoughts and opinions on this movie as a whole. Mind you, Jose.
Yeah.
I have to be truthful to you.
Mm-hmm.
Because I wasn't completely honest.
Mm-hmm.
I vaguely remember this movie, and watching this movie today fucking proves it. I only knew of 2 things from this movie. Uh-huh. The opening in the hotel room and the end.
So naked William Sandler just kung fuing naked, just practicing his moves.
Mm-hmm. And the Yippee-Ki-Yay motherfucker, which is probably to me the best Yippee-Ki-Yay motherfucker.
Okay, yeah.
Just because of what it did. Like that was okay. I can't say the best. It was the most satisfying.
Yeah.
I only vaguely seen this movie in just bits and pieces, and I didn't remember how the movie actually went. So
this is a movie that I consider one of those what I call ending movies. I swear to God, you would always catch the ending of this movie on like USA or TNT or something. Never failed. Yeah.
Never failed.
It's like you always catch them from like, before we get into the movie, from like when he goes into the police station with like the fake gun or like the gun with blanks. I swear, like, you'd always catch him from there to the end.
To the end.
Yeah, at least that's how I always felt about this movie.
You want to talk about feelings on this movie, Jose?
How do you feel about this movie, Shay? Look at Shag's face.
It was fine.
It was fine? There you go.
It was fine. It was fine. Like, I don't know why I thought this movie was ass.
Yeah, no.
Like, I don't know why I thought this movie, but I can see why it's forgettable.
Yeah, because for the most part, it's damn near the same movie.
Damn near, beat for beat. Only it's like
he's kind of meta commentating on it. It's like how does this happen to someone twice?
Yeah. How does this keep happening? And him and Holly. which I'm gonna say this right now. You didn't need her.
Yeah.
Knowing what I know now after seeing this movie and pretty much seeing like before my whole thing was 1, 3, 4, and those were my limitations of Die Hard.
Yeah.
Now having seen 2, I'm like, you really didn't need her.
No.
But
Like that's literally McClane's reason for being so.
Yeah.
Like, we got to stop these motherfuckers. That's literally.
yeah, like before they kill my wife on that plane. But that whole thing. But here's the thing: there was a part in the movie where he felt bad, and I'm like, you could have went with that.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely.
Like it wasn't bad. It was silly. It definitely felt like this is what happens when you get some money and you like do your first movie, fucking masterpiece. Second movie, like let's try to reunite that, and it's like it's not. It don't hit the same.
Yeah. Especially since there's like certain people in this movie who shouldn't be in this movie too. Like you said with Holly and oh boy, the asshole from Part 1 and asshole from Ghostbusters.
Yeah,
Like he only plays an asshole in every movie. I don't think I've ever
Yeah.
seen him as a likable character.
I get. We'll say, but here's the thing: I get why he was in it. Because without Holly, you wouldn't have him.
Yeah, but you have that other reporter.
But that other reporter wasn't even bad.
Yeah. I guess they need
Like he just was just trying to do the same shit from the first movie,
Yeah.
only it wasn't as personal.
Right.
But he still was endangering lives.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like this movie was I can't even say enjoyable mid. I actually liked it.
Yeah, like I said, I maybe watched it maybe around the time we did our first Christmas Spectacular when we reviewed Die Hard 1. I rewatched it again. I'm like, yeah, no, this is fine. It's just it's forgettable. It's like you said, it's sandwiched in between two great fucking movies.
Yes. Like I skipped Die Hard 2.
Yeah, it's like there's, and the fact that the stories from 1 and 3 connect. So it's like you really don't.
That's kind of why I skipped 2 because it had nothing to do with any of the. It had nothing to do with any of the other things. Like it just was its own thing.
Yeah.
It was just like you could just call this Die Hard in space, and you could have got away with it.
Exactly.
But this is such a non-canon. This is like DLC. Where Die Hard 3 with a Vengeance, or Die Hard with a Vengeance, definitely felt like more of a sequel.
Right.
But all three movies, all three movies had McClane, a relative of McClane in danger. Well, no.
Well, not
I'm
part
sorry.
3, part 3.
Not part 3. I take that back. It has McClane, his black sidekick,
Until part 4.
the shooties. The first 3. I said the first 3 movies.
I didn't hear that. My bad.
Yeah, no, you're good. The first 3 movies definitely had it had a paint by numbers type deal. We have Bruce Willis playing McClane. We get his black sidekick, and something goes boom, and a yippee-ki-yay. That's pretty much the blueprint for it. But I didn't hate this movie, dude. Like, I thought I was going to hate this movie, or I was going to be like, man, whatever. But I watched it, and I'm like, huh. I would say this was almost a better Christmas movie than Die Hard. However, Die Hard's the better movie 1,000%.
Oh, yeah. Die Hard is a classic. That is the GOAT.
Yeah. And it kept the Christmas theme. So it was like, okay. But, like, you didn't have to keep the Christmas theme either.
Yeah, it's weird. It's just,
but this felt more kind of Christmassy. This felt way more Christmassy because you had snow.
Yeah, the snow. There's more stuff.
There was actually gifts in the. People had gifts like traveling with that shit.
Yeah,
it was more like Merry Christmas,
right?
Huh?
This takes place in DC, right?
Yeah, it's in DC.
That's why. So at least ain't no snow in LA, brother. So I guess it makes sense. And then Part 3 finally comes like, look, we're tired of Christmas snow.
We're not doing it Christmas. We're actually gonna take these. It's actually gonna be done in the place of the same time frame that we're filming these movies, July. So let's just do that.
Exactly.
But yeah, no, I don't hate it. I thought I was gonna be like, meh. I was like, nah, I had a good time. There's some fucking plot beats that I'm just like, what the fuck are we doing? But other than that, I was fine.
Yeah.
I was fine. How did you feel about this movie? How did you I know you probably didn't go to the theaters and watch
No, no,
this,
no. I
but
didn't. Yeah, surprisingly enough, I never got to see any of the Die Hard movies in theater. It's so weird, but
I did see part 4 in theaters.
okay, there you go.
I saw part 4 in theaters. I was too young to see any of the first 3
Right.
for obvious reasons.
Yeah,
But I saw Die Hard 4.
yeah. This is just a movie.
Live Free or Die Hard I saw in theaters.
These were well, at least part 2. Don't ask me how I've seen part 2 because, like I said, it was always part 1 and then part 3.
Yeah, same.
This movie, for the most part, I always caught the fucking end. But yeah, like I said, like I rewatched it a couple years ago, finally from start to finish, like right after the first Christmas Spectacular, and it's fine. Like I said, I was like, God, this ain't
It's
bad.
fine. Yeah, I legitimately thought I was gonna sit there and fucking hate it.
Yeah, because like I said, a lot of people are like, man, this movie's ass. I'm like, no, not at all.
Yeah, it's not. It's not compare. If you're gonna compare it to the first Die Hard, I can see why you say it's ass.
Yeah, you can't. Yeah,
I can see why you say it's ass.
It's one of those, like, if you compare it to that, it's one of those. Hey, the sequel ain't it?
Yeah, it's like, it's just like, yeah, what are we doing,
Yeah.
right? Like what are we doing? Like this feels like an obvious cash grab,
Exactly.
but it's one of those cash grabs, and I'm like, you know what? If this was on TV, I'd watch it.
yeah,
Would I put it on myself? Maybe in a movie marathon.
right.
Like I'm not gonna play it over Die Hard 1 or 3.
Yeah, it's a weird. Yeah, exactly. It's like we're not gonna like. It's not like I wake up like I want to watch Die Hard 2 today. It's like no, like
Nah.
yeah, exactly. I want to watch 1 or I want to watch 3.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's normally
1 always gets watched every fucking December.
Yeah, 1. Yeah, I'm gonna
Guaranteed
watch
fucking
it again sometime this month. It's like one of those things
Yeah.
to do.
Yeah. It's gonna happen. Guaranteed fucking T.
Uh-huh.
But like in 3 is like the one Die Hard you watch
Yeah, 3 you can watch
at
it.
any fucking time.
Exactly. Yeah.
Any fucking time of the year. Like, you know what? I'm having, you know what? I'm a depressed Aggies fan. I'm gonna watch Die Hard with a vengeance.
A depressed Aggies fan, so just an Aggies fan.
Yes. Horns up, thumbs down, bitch.
Fucking 13 years later, still can't score a touchdown.
But besides being petty, Jose, we got a movie to talk about. I will say, you know what makes this movie kind of forgettable to me?
What's up, dude?
I'm not gonna remember the villain of this movie in T minus.
That I think that's the biggest problem because you.
Like his biggest scene is he was just butt ass naked doing Tai Chi,
Yeah.
and that's the only thing I'll ever remember for him by it.
Yeah. But
And the actor is fantastic. That's just
William Sadler is William Sadler.
yeah, William Sadler's great, but it's just
He always
like, bro,
plays bad guy. So yeah.
I was like, bro, I'm not gonna fucking remember this shit. The only other motherfucker I remember is fucking T-1000 just randomly being a fucking thug in this movie.
I completely forgot he's in this movie.
I was like, he just turned around and fucking Robert Patrick turns around and was like, I was like, oh no, that's your real villain.
that you ain't lying. Yeah, I was like, oh,
Melt him in fire, you bitch.
exactly. Careful, he'll turn into a shadow and possess you.
Technical difficulties aside,
Right.
because they're getting us out of here.
Exactly.
I just fucking Kokushuko. Fuck you for that. But
Your turn.
I like he just didn't move me
Yeah.
like the other two brothers did. You know what I'm saying? So like he wasn't cunning. He wasn't like he didn't have a beef. He wasn't no. Like the fucking cop. What was the fucking cop show from NBC?
Oh, Dennis.
That buddy's-
Not Dennis. I forgot it. Okay.
No,
so
I
tell
got
me.
I got him right here. Hold on, let me pull him up. Excuse me, I got him right here. He was. Oh shit, where is he? Oh, Robert Costanzo is Sergeant Vito Lorenzo.
No, you're thinking of the other dude.
Lorenzo? No, I'm thinking that's who I'm thinking of.
Vito Lorenzo. That's the other one. That's the one that gave him a parking ticket.
No, yeah, that's what I'm saying. That dude was more of a fucking menace.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant like the chief of the fucking airport.
No, not Captain, not Dennis Franz.
Dennis Franz. There you go. That motherfucker.
Yeah, not Dennis Franz. Robert Costanzo is Sergeant Vito Lorenzo.
Yeah,
And he was more of a fucking menace
You're not lying. But let's
than
get
fucking William Sadler. Like, bro, it's Christmas, bro. He's like, yeah. And he's just like, hey, how you doing? He's the only motherfucker that can shut Bruce Willis up.
He's like, oh, you fucking L.A. cop, get out of here.
Get out of here. L.A.
Yeah, he's like L.A. He's like, you think you big shot because you're from L.A.
Exactly. From
And fucking
L.A.
was like, what the fuck is this? Like, okay.
Like
Hey,
what are we
Shaq,
doing?
One thing I want to just talk about right now. Let's get it out of the way.
What's up? What's up?
Dennis Franz. If
Mhm.
this has been answered, please let me know. That 100% is Carl from Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
So let's talk about it. He has Carl's build,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
but you know, like Dennis Franz's biggest fucking one of his biggest roles is from like that, like the NBC
that-
cop show,
the cop show. I can't think of what it is.
NYPD.
Yeah, there you go.
It was Andy Sapkowitz. So
Uh-huh.
yes, Andy Sapkowitz was rumored to be like Carl from Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
Yeah, okay. I was like, ain't no fucking way they did not look at Dennis Franz to be like, oh, there goes Carl. That's who I want you to model the neighbor after.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah.
I always
it's
remember old boy from this movie, and unfortunately, that movie with Nick Cage where he's an angel. You know that of course that is just tattooed in my brain. I can never get it out, and it makes me sad.
That's the most obscure movie, bro.
Yeah, that movie where he's like an angel and he falls in love with a human, and he meets Dennis Franz. Dennis Franz was like, "Oh yeah, I used to be an angel too, but I got tired of it, and I wanted to be human." And then like he just gets butt naked on the beach and runs into the ocean, just like because like the angels can hear something in the ocean that humans can't. And then Dennis Franz is just butt ass naked running. He's like, "Yeah, I can't hear that no more, but you can't feel this." And he just that is just tattooed in my brain. I'm like, why?
My brother in Christ. What are you watching at those particular times? Why is that why is that the scene that you remember the most?
Because it's fucking Dennis Franz. That's why. If it was any other fucker,
Yeah. It's like, why is that one the one you choose to remember?
it's like, fuck you, brain. Jesus Christ.
That's like, hey, I'm gonna pick hey man, Jose's sus. Because he just be remembering the worst shit.
It's like, why me? What did
Like
I
why?
do?
Like bro,
Why
you
am I
not
still here? Just to suffer.
just to suffer.
I need to get that soundbite. I just want.
Oh my god, dude.
Uh,
All right.
Hunger Force.
But yeah, no, like I think that's what the weakest part of it is, man. Like there was no real beef between him and John. There was no outsmarting. There was no big outwitting him. At least with the movie's third villain, who's Hans Gruber's brother, at least kept fucking with John.
Yeah.
He was like, "Look, man, I'm gonna get you back." It was like, "Look, I'm gonna make your life a living hell for killing my brother, but I also don't care because I'm literally distracting you to go do the other thing."
Like, hey guys, it's like he came up with the plan. I have the perfect distraction. Don't worry.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, I'm going to fuck with this dude who killed my brother.
You know what part 3 felt like? A live action version of the return of Cooler. Not the return of Cooler, but Cooler's first movie.
Cooler's Revenge. Okay, yeah.
Cooler's Revenge.
Yeah.
That's what that is. Die Hard 3, Cooler's Revenge. But we're not talking about Die Hard 3. We're talking about Die Hard 2, and it's enjoyable mid.
Enjoyable mid. Yeah, absolutely.
Even then, that sounds like a stretch, man. Because I really did. It isn't. Is it mid?
It's a solid action sequel. I mean,
That's because it's got some fucking action beats in it that I fuck with.
the villains are mid. Definitely.
Yeah.
Everything
I
else
saw the
is-
turn a mile away, bro.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, something about this ain't right. And it is what it is, man. But I mean, like I said, I enjoy it and I highly recommend it, but I do not put in that category as something you have to see every fucking Christmas. Like, I will sit here and not claim this one. Like, as much as I go to fucking bat for Die Hard for a Christmas movie, Die Hard 2, you'd be like, Die Hard 2 has more potential to being an actual Christmas movie than Die Hard 1, and I'm still saying Die Hard 1 is the best Christmas movie of all time.
Oh yeah, of course, hands down.
But we're gonna cover this one and the villain. Like I said, I just wasn't feeling them. The only thing, like, if you look, man, if I'm coming up and I'm seeing your bare ass while you're doing fucking martial arts in your fucking domicile or hotel room, I fully expect you to bring the fucking pain. Like, oh, he's this confident being butt-ass in the nude, in the buff, man, to do fucking, like, kung fu fighting moves in the living room. And I'm like, okay, this motherfuckers might be unhinged.
Practice his Tekken 7 stances. Or his Tekken 8
Like, that's what I'm saying. I expected Brian Fury. and I got fucking Lee Chaolon.
There you go. Oh shit.
No disrespect to Lee Chaolon. I'm just I'm fully expecting like crazy man Brian Fury here, and I didn't get any of that. And it kind of upset me. Well, let's go ahead. Do we recommend this movie, Jose?
Yeah, I say put it on. It's one of those things like
definitely.
if you enjoyed Die Hard 1.
If you enjoy Die Hard as a series.
Yeah, just watch this. It's not bad. It's fine. You know, because it's one of those things like, yeah, especially during Christmas time, but you know, you're going to watch part 1.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid to continue the series. Part 2 is okay. It's solid.
It's all right.
Yeah.
I suggest you don't have to watch it on Christmas, but you can be like, fuck it. I just want to be in the mood.
Yeah, exactly.
This is a December 1st through 5th type of movie.
Yeah, there you go. Sure, Shag. Sure.
Like, it's right up in there. Like, you get to that last week before Christmas? No. Don't. You got other fucking movies you could be watching.
You got the bangers to watch then. Don't watch this.
Yeah, you got those shits, bro.
Yeah.
You got those fucking movies. Let's go ahead and get the tail of the tape for Colonel William Stewart, or Colonel Stewart, from Die Hard 2. This is brought to you by Wikipedia, Villains Wiki. Obviously, you know, we're going to read over that. And full name, William Stewart. Alias is obviously Colonel Stewart. Origin is Die Hard Dos. Occupation, Senior United States Army Special Forces Colonel, formerly. Main henchman of the General Ramon Esperanza. Terrorist leader. Girl, I guess.
Yeah, I mean,
I will say this, though. He technically has the highest body count out of all the Die Hard villains.
yeah, no, absolutely.
He has the highest body count versus everybody else. But, like, okay. Like, you're not doing it for me, bro.
Yeah.
You fucking butt-ass naked. I need you to be unhinged. There was nothing unhinged about you, my dude.
That was the only unhinged part, because you're like, why are you doing
That's what I'm saying. You expect this motherfucker to be up here in the terms of crazy.
Yeah.
But he's not really, because everything he was doing was actually kind of logical, but also you kind of being a punk bitch. And I'm just like, whatever, man. But his powers and skills: high intelligence, sophistication, strength, endurance, speed, agility, manipulation, vast resources. How's that? All right. Complete control upon his men. That's just called respect.
Yeah.
Ruthlessness, mastery of martial arts, mastery of tactics, strategy and tactics, and military training skills. His hobbies: getting whatever he wants and killing people.
Sure.
His goals: free General Ramon Esperanza from custody. He succeeded. Get rid of John McClane for interfering in his plans. Escape from the U.S. together with General Ramon Esperanza and his men, and Major Grant, in order to live as wealthy men. All failed. His crimes: mass murder, including child murder, jailbreak, extortion, blackmail, assault, impersonation, identity fraud, treason, conspiracy, corruption, terrorism. The type of villain he is a psychotic traitor. Is he psychotic though?
Traitor. I mean, kind of. I don't know.
We have covered some crazy bitches.
He goes on that one real weird rant in the middle of the movie. He's like, "I want to free Esperanza because he's a true soldier. He wants to fight communism." And he goes, and everyone's just like, "Sir, this is a Wendy's." Like,
Bro, like you know how much of a dog fart that is?
yeah.
Like, I know the part they're talking about, but I'm like, I don't even remember that to be as impactful.
I guess you got to be a psycho to blow up a plane. I guess I don't know though.
He didn't fucking blow up a plane. He just directed it towards the ground.
Brother, hey, fall down. He's like, I don't know, man. But yeah, I feel you though.
You feel me? Like I know you like I know Jose. I know you, and I know you try to like combat me on this, but this is kind of the one I know you can't really combat me because I kind of know we see on the same page.
Right.
We have literally covered insane people on this fucking show, but he has a rap sheet that doesn't fit his fucking personality.
Right. No,
Like at all, which kind of like infuriated me a little bit. Is making me mad because I'm thinking about it now. Because I'm like, bruh, you pop out butt. I'm still saying you popped out butt ass naked. I'm like, and even put the gun to your boy's head.
Yeah.
And shot it. And he says, but next time, he's like, you failed me again. Next time this bitch going, like, next time this chamber won't be empty.
Yeah.
Bitch, if I fail you again, I'm not coming back. Like, what you mean?
Exactly. But then you gotta like respect how he turns around all quick and turns off the TV.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's shooting a gun.
Like he's shooting it. That should have been a fucking clear indication that he's finna be mid.
I was like, okay.
Like, he just did that. I'm like, no. Nothing about you's finna be fire.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, at all. Like, something about you's not it, bro. And then it was like, hey, yo, it make it so funny. I can sit there and say it was the British that, like, that he just crash landed to the ground. Right? Like, which is fucked up.
Yeah.
But still. You got old boy from Con Air in this bitch.
Oh, boy from Con Air. Who,
He was the dude. He was the motherfucker flying the British plane.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
He was the dude flying the British plane, and I'm just like,
that motherfucker from. I was like, I know this dude, but from where? Of course.
he's fucking. He's been in other movies, but he was in Con Air.
Yeah. No. Absolutely.
But like, I'm like, but it's you know. But go ahead, Jose. Give us I gave the lovely folks the tail of the tape. Go ahead and give them that grade A synopsis.
Synopsis for Die Hard 2, Electric Boogaloo. John McClane attempts to avert disaster as rogue military operatives seize control of Dulles International Airport in Washington, D.C. There you go.
Thank you, Jose. Die Hard 2. Movie that came out in 1990 is actually an action thriller dropped in July of 1990. July 4th.
Oh, wait, no, that's Jurassic Park. Well, Independence Day. I'm trying to think of the song.
Which is funny because, like, for something that does the Christmas movie again, they would have made a killing on Independence Day market because we didn't have...
Yeah, we didn't have nothing back then.
Like a proper Independence Day movie until Independence Day.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, Jaws.
But you know, people.
But like that's a horror movie. We didn't have any action.
And they weren't like screening old movies back in the day, like like they do now.
Nah. Director Rennie Harlin. This movie.
Our second.
Jose, like let's just get this out of the way.
Yeah.
Just a quick game of bop or flop. I'm not even gonna do the circumstances, and I'm not even gonna ask you.
Bop it. Flop it. Oh wait, don't we got
and
something?
There you go. No, play this music. Play this music. So, Bop or Flop, brought to you by a live in-studio audience. So, Jose, this movie had a budget of $70 million.
Okay, that's kind of loud, so I'll just get there. But anyway, yeah.
Word. This movie had a budget of $70 million. Was it a bop or flop? And what would you think the box office take-home was?
So I think this was a bop. I do think it was a bop.
Mm-hmm.
You said 70 million.
Yeah, 70 million.
What, 91? What's double 70?
This is
140?
90. It's 1990.
1990. So I just do double. What double would be 140? I'll just add 20 to be safe. 160. What's that?
160.
Yeah.
Okay. You were close, my friend.
Oh wow.
The budget, of course, is $70 million. It was a bop, which again, damn near doubling the success of the first movie. But this movie had a box office take home of $240 million.
Oh shit. So that's tripled. Okay, cool. Good for him.
Yeah, which is kind of crazy because it's so fucking forgettable. But
Yeah.
again, it was the seventh highest grossing picture of that year.
Okay.
So it definitely made its money
Yeah.
to warrant a sequel. And I'm not even mad at it. The movie stars Bruce Willis as the titular John McClane, Bonnie Bedelia as Holly Gennaro McClane, William Atherton as Dick Thornburg, or Richard Thornburg.
Yeah.
Reginald Vell Johnson is Sergeant Al Powell, brother.
Hey, what
my
up,
man,
man?
my man, dog. I was so happy to see him again. I was like, "Hey, yo, okay, let's go."
Yeah, I remember. I never forget because for the HBO like first look at Die Hard 3 that they would always show. I don't know if we all remember that, kids. You're probably too young, the audience, but they used to have like making ofs to like hype you up for the movie. And they had one for Die Hard 3, and he hosted it. He was like, "Hey, it's me. I'm not in the movie because it takes place in New York, but hey, I can still do this."
Yeah.
I was like, "Hey, there we go."
But the funny thing is,
Huh.
it took place in New York, but they could have had him.
Yeah, he could have made it. But I guess John didn't have a. They
Yeah,
could have called him up to, "Hey, Samuel Jackson, I'm not racist. Look at my black friend right there."
that would have made it worse. That would have made it worse.
Oh.
Franco Nero as General Ramon Esperanza. William Sadler as Colonel William Stewart.
There you go.
John Amos is Major Grant. Rest in peace to John
I
Amos.
was about to say.
Dennis Franz as Captain Carmine Lorenzo. Art Evans is Leslie Barnes, Airport Chief Engineer. Fred Thompson is Ed Trudeau as the Air Traffic Director.
Yeah.
Tom Barrower as Marvin, which is the janitor.
Yeah.
Sheila McCarthy as Samantha. Sam Coleman, the reporter. Robert Constanzo as Sergeant Vito Lorenzo. And Colm Meaney as Windsor Pilot.
There you go.
Looking at these like right now. There's additional cast members. Colonel Stewart's hitman. Don Harvey. John Costello. Vonnie Curtis Hall. John Leguizamo as Burke. I fucking knew John Leguizamo was in this movie.
It's like one of those blink and you miss it, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I fucking looked and I'm like, that is him. I thought I was losing my fucking mind, but
Yeah.
it was him. Legitimately, I was like, is that fucking John Leguizamo? And it just didn't. We never saw him again.
Exactly.
But Robert Patrick as O'Reilly was someone I already was like, no.
He turned around.
As soon as he turned around, I'm like, oh no, everyone's going to die. Yeah, let me see. Peter Nelson is Thompson, Mark Boone Jr., and Patrick O'Neill. Patrick O'Neill is like a bigger name sportscaster, which was kind of dope. Like
Yeah.
they had him in there. But other than that, excuse me, I'm sorry, folks. My sinuses are still kind of beating my ass. That was the plot, and this not the plot, the cast.
Yes.
The cast was still solid, man. I'm glad we got I'm glad we got a handful of people back from the first movie.
Right.
But some of these folks we did not need.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I agree. Yeah, like I said, Holly and Dick didn't need to be in this movie.
Yeah.
They're in the
I mean,
movie.
they kind of like they definitely that whole scene was definitely the Mary Jane Watson of Spider-Man
I
1.
guess that's the reason he's at the airport. I guess I don't know. It just
Yeah, that's the reason he's there. But you know what it could have been? You know what it could have been? It could have taken place with him leaving instead of DC. Could have had in in LA.
Well, then, or he could have been like, I'm fucking stuck in DC for a layover for some reason, and just so happened
Exactly.
shit happened. Yeah,
And then which did.
yeah. Yeah, no, but whatever.
As much as I'm sitting here dogging this movie out, I still had fun.
Yeah,
It's just the villain itself was just like, fuck that.
Yeah, that's the thing. We're the Cinema Villains podcast, so we judge the villains and we'll get
Mid
into it
villain,
later,
man.
but-
Fun movie, mid villain.
Yeah.
But now, Jose,
Yes. Sir.
this movie was an hour and 48 minutes, so it's definitely the runtime's still peak
I don't-
90s.
Everything says an hour 48, but like when I watch it, it's like it says 2 hours.
You got to look at it like with the credits and everything.
But even with the credits, the credits start like an hour 56.
They start or they end.
No, they start. So I don't know. I don't get it, but whatever.
Yeah, probably the movie is like like an hour 48.
I don't know.
But it's still kind of worth your time.
Yeah, that's not bad.
It respects your time.
There you go.
So, all right, man. Let's go ahead and break this down. See how this movie was. Of course, spoilers will be happening for a fucking 30-plus-year-old movie.
Yeah, 34-year-old movie or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so here we go. As always, we get our plot summaries from Wikipedia. So if something's wrong, fuck them, not us. And here we go.
When you get the soundboard up, that's gonna be fucking hilarious.
Exactly. On Christmas Eve, 2 years after the event of the previous film, John McClane is now a lieutenant with the LAPD. Is now a lieutenant with the LAPD who arrives at Dulles International Airport to pick up his wife, Holly McClane. Meanwhile, a plane carrying a corrupt foreign military leader, General Ramon Esperanza, is also headed to Dulles under extradition for using U.S. funds to buy drugs. Cocaine. Let me just go ahead and read this next part because it all dumps together.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Waiting to meet Esperanza's plane is disgraced former Colonel William Stewart and a group of military sympathizers who support Esperanza's actions. Suspicious, McClane follows two of Stewart's men into a restricted baggage sorting area where a gunfight ensues. He kills one man, but the other escapes. All right, there you go, Shane.
One thing about this movie that I can't stand on the fucking plot was General Esperanza. Like, I guess
Yeah.
you could have just, like, again, that's kind of a character that didn't need to really be here.
Yeah,
I get why they did it, but, like, you could have, you could have just said, Colonel Stewart was just, like, a disgraced military guy, and he was going to get revenge by just crashing planes.
Yeah.
But, like, I don't know, man.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah, it just felt like a thing of a huge nothing.
Yeah, because there's like when John's at the airport, like he goes and you see one of the airport workers watching the news, and the news just gives you the info dump on Esperanza. Like he's like, oh, he helped the U.S. squash communist troops in fictional South American country until they realized he started buying cocaine and became a drug runner.
Was this not Ollie North?
Was it?
History lesson, kids. Go Google Ollie North.
Yeah, well, there you go. Yeah, maybe.
Dude, do you not know the story of Ollie North?
Nah, maybe not. I don't think.
He, there is an American Dad song for Ollie North
God.
that explains it, but it's pretty much he was a liaison for one of our countries that was doing terroristic things,
Yeah.
and they kind of were like, yeah, you need to probably arrest this man for treason, and like he got off scot-free.
Oh, wow.
So like, but they were kind of like, he was helping them get money that they were using for drugs,
Yeah.
and yeah, it's kind of wild.
Probably, bro. I mean, yeah. It was the night. It was the...
It was definitely in the
War
90s,
on
and it
drugs.
kind of happened around that time. So
Okay, yeah. Well, there you go. But yeah, so yeah, because you see the movie starts off. McLean's like his car getting towed, or his mother-in-law's car is getting towed,
Mm-hmm.
and he's just like,
It's the
"God."
real villain.
Yeah. The other guy is like, well, like we said earlier, he's like, come on, brother, I'm a cop too. It's Christmas. And he's like, yep, fuck off, buddy. Pretty much, it's like, oh, you from LA? Puh, you might as well spit at him at that point.
Hawk Tour.
God damn it.
I blame Chisel Adonis.
Yeah, you're not lying. Every time. Dog, the funniest tweet I seen about that shit that had me cracking up about too, because he got that terrible concussion. Everyone was like, please retire.
Yeah.
He's like, no, I will not. And then they're like, he's been doing great. And someone
Yeah, I think I know the one you're talking about.
someone was like, yo, I think that concussion, the last concussion factory reset him.
It was like Tuscaloosa 2-a-days.
I screamed.
I knew exactly what you were talking about. He's just like, no, I'm not gonna retire. So that motherfucker seat, he got hit so hard he factory reset the fucking Tuscaloosa tour.
Yeah, just like holy.
I was like, oh no. I was like, the accuracy. Sorry for the sports talk, kids.
Yeah,
It's
they're
just
not lying.
that was just funny.
But yeah, as we're doing this, we get William Sadler doing Naked Kung Fu, what we talked about, and all of a sudden, like, a phone rings and he picks it up. He's like, "It's time," and then everyone, like all of his soldier comrades, start coming out of the apartments too, one by one, and they all go to the airport. There's a reporter there that just chills and just recognizes him immediately. He's like, Colonel Stewart, is there a reason you're here today? And he's like, yeah, fuck off. And then he's like, all right, remember the plan, boys. And he goes and they set up like a not airport air control station at some church they bought, right?
I don't even know they bought it. I think they just
No, they didn't. They were acting like they were going to buy it.
yeah.
That's right. And that dude was like, oh, I feel like a piece of me is dying. And he's like, well, technically you're right. And
Exactly. And they fucking blah, blah, and they shot that motherfucker up.
do.
Swiss cheese.
Like I said, and then they turn that bitch into like a fucking mini traffic control center. Like, where did you get this shit from? Like, bro. And did you?
I mean, they are like ex-military.
A power line with a chainsaw.
It's the 90s. I try not to think about it.
Would you not die doing that?
I mean,
Was it even?
brother, do you not remember
like a phone line of 1990s?
Brother, do you not remember fucking Mastermind?
Oh, fucking Christ!
You know how ridiculous that was?
I needed Mastermind 2 in the airport now.
Oh my god, yeah, please. Because they was just Die Hard for kids.
Just let it be Patrick Stewart again. I don't care. Just,
yeah. Fuck it. Or make it Ian McKellen. Fuck it.
oh, even better. Yes.
Make it Ian McKellen.
Yes, that would be even better.
You put my brother away, so now I'm making it your problem.
Exactly.
As he waxes poetic.
And then watches Manchester United in the background.
You die. Actually, he's be a Liverpool fan just to fuck with him.
Just to be like
Arsenal.
Who
Just like some
rival, I guess. I don't know.
It'd be a rival. It'd probably be Arsenal or fucking Liverpool because it's just like, yo, fuck it.
What's the other?
My brother was a twat.
What's the other huge soccer club? Like it's United
in England, in the in the Premier League, it's Liverpool, it's Arsenal.
Let's just become
it's the United.
Well, let's just pick Shaq. Let's just become soccer hooligans.
Brother, I already made my bet with my soccer team, and that is fucking Bayern. And then also, if I had to pick if I had to pick an English Premier League, it's probably Liverpool.
All our English listeners, send us fan mail. Which team should I become a fan of? I want to see this debate. I know we be getting downloads from the UK, so y'all let me know.
All I'm saying is, look dead into the camera, and just say "walk on."
Convince me. What?
So it's a chant that Liverpool's fans do. It's a song, but shouts out to the GOAT, Zach Gibson, Liverpool's #1.
Yeah.
That used to be his theme song.
Oh, okay.
Was the Liverpool fucking walkout song, and I was like, this dude is the biggest shit heel on the planet Earth. I might have to be a fan of his soccer club.
Nice.
And you'll never walk alone. You'll never walk alone.
And we just lost half of our UK fan base who just don't.
Motherfuckers hung up.
Them motherfuckers are like delete. We just getting our
With
negative-
delete shit. It's like, yo, I am canceled.
I am not a Liverpool fan yet. Like once again, someone recruit me. I want that fan mail from my UK listeners.
Someone's gonna fucking. It's gonna be It's gonna be one fucking listener who's gonna send that in, listening to this,
I hope.
and
they
they're gonna
do.
be. They'll be like, yo, you should be this fan.
And I'll look into them because especially if it's only one, if only one does it, I'm like, hey brother, at least
Exactly.
someone try to recruit me. But yeah, so John McClane, being the super cop that he is, like, is just like getting weird vibes off two of the henchmen.
You see a black man, he's like, yeah, I don't trust this.
Jesus, and it was a black man too. That's
It was. It was. The man said, hey. And then fucking who he flashed his badge at? Fucking black janitor. He was like, hey,
go get the
you got a
phone.
door, you got a key, you got a door open this? He's like, yeah. So open it. Flash his badge. Like, all right, shit. You got police here? Yeah, it's Captain. Yeah, it's fucking. Like, go get him.
And then yeah, so he follows them into the luggage area.
Mm-hmm.
And shootout pursues. One of them gets killed. The other one escapes because the police come and essentially tackle McClane. And they're like,
Damn.
"There's your badge." And he's like, "Fuck," because I guess it dropped somewhere.
Yeah. It dropped somewhere. He's like, well, I guess it's on its way to Cleveland.
Yeah, and you
Poor
know
badge.
he meets the air traffic control people and Dennis France. Well, Dennis France and him are just arguing immediately. He's like he has to be the asshole sergeant that all
Mm-hmm.
90s police shows have.
He's like, my shit is like everything is fine here. And you know the crazy shit is, I understood where he was coming from. He's like, bro, it's DC. You got political figures. You got fucking families. You got shit coming through. A lot of people are coming through here,
Yeah,
and I don't have time to look into this bullshit. But the crazy shit is, people have heard of McClane
yeah.
and the shit he done in Nakatomi Plaza.
Uh-huh.
So it's kind of like, you probably should listen to him.
Yeah, exactly. Like, wait, hold on.
Like,
No,
you
everyone-
can fucking at least humor him.
Yeah, yeah. Well, because he even says that. He's like, "Oh, I know about your shit from the damn Nakatomi Plaza. I don't care about that. You know, you think you're a superstar because of it, or some shit." And like, he's like, "Brother, what?"
He's like, huh?
Yeah.
Only for John to do. Oh, we didn't get to that part yet. I'm sorry.
Yeah. He just kind of walks out like, "Hey, what sets off the alarm first? The lead in your gun or the shit in your brains or some shit?"
Yeah.
Fat fuck. Just walk.
He's fat, like he's a you fat fuck, or like I don't know. Fat fuck isn't as funny as fat bitch. As he would have walked out, I'd have fucking be like, oh shit, he got his ass.
I know, right? Like, damn. Ooh, you gonna take the out of this game shit? You gonna take that shit, Lieutenant Captain?
Hey man, hey man, I don't think you fat, bro.
I personally
Rotund
wouldn't
maybe.
take- I personally wouldn't take this disrespect.
Exactly. It's like, this shit,
But,
Captain.
you know, he called you fat, not me.
Yeah. I'm like, shit, Captain. Shit, baby. Wouldn't have been me.
And to be me, wouldn't let that shit happen to me though.
Exactly. Wouldn't let that shit happen to me, though.
All right. With the help of his friend, Sergeant Al Powell, he discovers that the dead man's fingerprints corresponded to an American soldier who died in a helicopter accident 2 years earlier. Putting this together with Esperanza's imminent arrival, McClane reports concerns to the ill-tempered Air Police Chief Carmine Lorenzo and Air Traffic Control Director Ed Trudeau. But neither one believes him. I'll just go to the next one. Later, they are convinced when Stewart and his men, operating out of a church on the outskirts of the airport, cut all communications with incoming planes, disable all runway lighting, and demand that Esperanza's plane be allowed to land without interference. Under Stewart's direction, Trudeau orders all air traffic controllers to have their planes in dual airspace hold in the air despite their low fuel warnings. And goddamn, there's so many, and it's not really. One more, dude. McClane becomes worried about Holly's plane and enlists the help of airport janitor Marvin to fight back. Chief Airport Engineer Leslie Barnes decides to try using an unfinished antenna array to communicate with the stranded circling airplanes. Lorenzo sends an airport SWAT team with him, but Stewart's men are killed, and then they destroy the antenna. Barnes is saved by McClane, who kills Stewart's men in turn. All right, there we go. I feel like that was like 3 paragraphs to say like 2 things that happened in the movie. But, yeah, like I said, they get to the air tower, and, you know, Stewart's like, hey, these are my demands.
Nah, fucking McClane went to the front, like he went and got to the front desk, grabbed the fucking ink pad and a paper, said, I'm borrowing this.
Yeah.
And then ran up and got the ink, like went to the fucking corpse's body and just was like, hey, let me borrow this. Took this man's hand and fucking took his shit on there, which I'm like, this has got to be some 90s cop bullshit, because like ain't no fucking way.
Well, they said, like, hey, you're not supposed to do this. Hey, he's like, hey.
And they didn't stop the motherfucker either, though.
He was like, hey, it's a new law they just implemented. He's like, a new rule. They're like, okay.
Yeah, they didn't fucking care. I'm like, that's the most 90s shit ever. Goes up there and he's like,
90s shit ever. You go back and look at that airport security.
Boy.
Remember, look, people, to all the youngsters out there, airport security did not exist until after 9/11. That's just the truth. That's just how it went. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, bro. Cause I know young kids will watch this movie like, how the fuck are they getting all these guns?
Yep.
In the airport and stuff. Where? Yeah.
Where else?
Exactly.
But like but yeah, he went up and passed that shit, and then he fucking faxes it. He's like not even knowing, even fucking Al Powell is giving him shit, going like, how do you know how to work a fax?
Yeah.
He's like, Holly just told me to get with the times, man.
Yeah, because
he's all
and the receptionist's like, no, do it the other way.
Yeah, and the reception's trying low-key hitting on this motherfucker.
No, she straight up shoots her shot like, hey, I get
Boy, she's like, hey, you want to get a drink after this? She's like, just trying to send the fax, lady. Just trying to send the fax.
The ring. He's like, shows her the ring.
This is how I know he's a good man to his wife up until it's his job that gets in the way.
Yeah, honestly, that's all it is. It's his job.
Yeah. Yeah. You do 2 all-star fucking things, damn near back to back, and you kind of like, hey, I'm kind of bigger than this, man. I'm not trying to fucking do anything crazy. But I like that scene for some reason, because it was just seeing fucking Powell and of course McClane and Powell have that fucking connection like we do, because he just said because as soon as he called the office, Sergeant Powell's answering the phone, and McClane says, take that Twinkie out of your mouth and hear me out on this. Yeah. And I'm like, how you know this motherfucker eating a Twinkie? Because he clearly is.
Yeah, he is. Like, it's funny. He almost walked out the room with it. He's like, oh no. He went back.
He's like, I ain't forgetting this bitch.
Yeah.
Crazy as hell.
He's like, fuck no, baby.
Fuck no, baby. But yeah, it was kind of one of those things I liked in the movie. And then I guess we fast forward to what you were getting ready to talk about.
Which is that?
Was it not the demands?
Oh, yeah. Like I said, he comes out with the demands. That's like, I want the runway clear for Esperanza's, arrival, and I want our own, 747 fully fueled at another place. And, you do all this, everything will be all right. Pretty much. And then, they shut off all the power and all that shit, and everyone's freaking out because, the planes can't land,
Mm-hmm.
And that's
they cut off the power first before he got his demands.
Yeah. And then, but what was his name again? The air technician?
Trudeau?
No, the other dude.
The black dude?
Yeah.
Un momento, por favor. That was...
Oh, Barnes.
Yeah, Barnes.
Yeah, he's like, I bet you I can go to that new array tower and we can set up some shit. talk to the plane like that. And, and Dennis Franz is like, yeah, man, okay, cool. I'm going to send the SWAT team with you, though. I don't want you to go alone. And then they go and, immediately get capped. Like, all of them.
Boy.
Like,
Fucking, you knew it was a bad time when you see T-1000 pull up on you.
Once he
in a
came
fucking
like,
suit.
oh, no.
As soon as he turned around, I was like, oh, no. Oh, no.
Yeah, because, they're on the little... What do you call that shit? The ramp? The shit that takes you... Like the vertical escalator? I don't know what it is. That airports have. You know what I'm talking
about? I'm just trying to vaguely remember the part, bro. I'm sorry.
Anyway, they do that and they stop that. And like the SWAT team, like, what are you doing, man? Like, do you know who we are? And then he turns around and he's like, yeah, sitting ducks. And he just pops old boy in the head.
Bro, shoots him and doesn't get shot.
Like, dude, like, how did y'all not...
You motherfuckers had assault rifles, and you couldn't hit this dude.
Yeah, from the way he made it seem, I thought he was going to turn around with the fucking chopper and let it sing.
Yep. But he only had the one fucking gun.
Yeah, like a handgun.
The one Glock.
Yeah.
And he fucking just shot up, and I'm like, how are you... Okay.
Okay, yeah, exactly. And then, like, the other 3 SWAT team officers behind him just miss. I was like, okay, that motherfucker's saved by the power of Palat.
Boy. And he's not even in this bitch.
Yeah, and so him and like 2 other dudes, the T-1000 and 2 other dudes, like wiped this SWAT team out. And right
no problem.
Kill Barnes. McClane comes from the fucking the rafters.
For the rafters.
He's like another air dog. And this is what I was talking about earlier. He's like, how the fuck am I climbing in one of these? Another year? Again.
He's like,
I just want a normal Christmas.
He was like, oh shit, I'm in an elevator. He's like, I'm in an elevator and I'm in a fucking what was the elevator in the not a boiler room? He's like, fuck.
Like a tin.
I don't want to be here.
Yeah.
So like, I gotta get this bullshit.
And he like 1v3s everyone, like the T-1000, the other dude, and the other 2 henchmen. And right before Barnes is like, hey, let's go to the array now. We could fix it. And as soon as they say that, like, boom, the array just explodes.
Fucked their shit up.
And, yeah, that's what happens. All right. Let's see. Wait, no, we got to that part. Okay. In retaliation, Stewart crashes a British airliner, killing everyone on board by impersonating air traffic control and faking the airplane's altimeter? I don't know how you say it. Reading by recalibrating the sea level. Once Esperanza's plane lands, McClane wounds Esperanza before Stewart and his men arrive. They blow up the plane and take Esperanza to the church, but fail to kill McClane. A U.S. Special Forces team arrives, led by Major Grant, of whom Stewart is a protege. Let's see, how many more do I got? Okay, I'm gonna just... Grant's men and McClane attack the church. McClane kills one of Stewart's men and gives chase with his gun, but the mercenaries escape on snowmobiles. McClane follows, but his vehicle is destroyed by gunfire. Confused on how he's failed to wound anyone, McClane realizes the gun was filled with blanks, meaning that the earlier firefight was staged, and Grant's team are secretly in cahoots with Stewart.
So, this is how I knew the movie wasn't gonna be like the greatest, or like I made a big, like I judged you too harshly type beat.
Yeah.
When John Amos showed up as Grant.
Yeah.
And he's like, we'll take care of him. And I'm like, no. One out of 2 things. 1, you're going to get clapped.
Yeah.
Or 2, you're with Buddy. Because as soon as he said, yeah, who you think trained him?
Yeah.
And I'm like, that motherfucker guilty, Your Honor. He guilty.
Sir?
Like, hey, no. And you know what helped me realize some shit like this?
Huh.
Violent Night.
Dude, Violent Night takes the plot of this movie like hardcore.
Mm-hmm.
That's one thing. Like, yeah, absolutely.
It was like, bro, I'm just here, bro.
Yeah, he pulls up like, oh no, I'll take care of him.
And it's like, yeah, we'll got him. Like, we got him. We're your backup. And he's like, all right. But then, like, I will say this: I did like that it was staged because I wouldn't have thought of that myself. But I knew something was happening when they switched the from the clips from red to blue, and I'm
Yeah.
like, damn, there must be some special kind of bullets,
He's like, oh yeah, maybe those are armor piercing rounds or something.
like something crazy. He's like, we got something for that fucking SWAT team coming, right?
Yeah.
So I'm thinking incinerary. I'm like, yo, that shit finna be crazy. You know, I didn't think nothing of it. And then like even McClane was like, yeah, we got him. Because they pulled up to the church and was like, yeah, we got him. But McClane went on, did his own thing, going rogue.
Yeah.
And like going and saying, but he was like, yeah, I was like, where'd they go? Like, they're fucking on scooters. They're what? I was like, bruh, quit it. Stop the acting. Stop it. Get some help.
Right. And that one Barnes is like, oh, we can use this equipment to land the planes. And he's like, no. This shit could be booby trapped. You need to get out this building.
He said that shit real quick.
Yeah.
And I'm like, they armed that shit. And like, they armed it and that shit should have been gone off.
Right.
And it still didn't go off.
No, it didn't go off for like a minute.
Yeah. Like, what did we... Something ain't right. Boy, that boy ain't right.
I'll tell you.
I'll tell you what.
What do you think of boy crashing the plane?
Oh, that whole scene that we talked about earlier where he just said, fuck it. Like, and they just...
Like,
they fucking believed you.
Yeah.
They did it to the British. They fucking crashed.
I say.
It was like, oh, it's Spitspot. No, that's fucking racist. I'm sorry.
Jesus Christ.
That fucking plane, and I'm like, and credit to fucking McClane trying to go out there. He's like, I'm gonna do what I can, and he's trying to fucking air traffic control the plane.
Yeah.
And he's like trying to say, I know y'all fucking see me. You beautiful fucking idiot. They not gonna see your little ass.
No. Like, it is a blizzard happening outside. Like,
Yeah.
no.
Motherfucker, not even Zowaldo saving you from that.
Exactly.
Zowaldo! Motherfucker's like, yo, can I get this? No.
Absolutely.
They finna die, bro.
You're dead. Sorry, bud. Time.
Yeah, it was like, oh, bro.
Yeah, they
That, I mean, and I was like, yeah, it's all right. We're all about to land. And I'm just sitting here going like, no, y'all not, bro. No, y'all not, bro. I was thinking that he was going to probably crash two planes into each other, but like...
Yeah, that's what I assumed. I'm like, oh, they're about to crash.
Yeah.
I'm like, no. He like changed the sea level, all this.
And that motherfucker said, nah, we just going to make them nosedive into the ground.
Pretty-
He's like, yeah, we're 1,000 feet up. Bitch, you were 800 feet. Y'all finna explode. And you know what? I actually thought McClane actually saved them a little bit from crashing and burning, because as soon as they hit the ground, I thought they were going to be at least kind of shaken up, but then the shit just kind of was like getting ready to blow up, and I'm like, oh damn. Oh no.
It's like, welp.
Yep, like that's the end of this suit.
Boing.
Nah, man. I felt, and then McClane's feeling bad, and then even the fucking Trudeau was sitting there going like, yeah, I know how you feel, man.
Yeah, you tried your best, McClane.
You tried your best. I understand. He's like, man, my wife is on one of them planes, bro.
Yeah.
She on one of them planes that y'all about to get fucked up because y'all wouldn't listen to me. Now I got to take matters into my own hands.
Exactly. But he's like, oh, your plane. But at that point, he's like, your wife's plane's still in the air, and they're running.
Got like 90 minutes.
Yeah, they're running low on fuel. They have about 90 minutes. So now we have a countdown.
Got 9, even though I'm pretty sure 90 minutes has been happened, but all right.
All right, let's do this, Shag.
Yep.
Grant and Stewart, their men in Esperanza, all rendezvous at an airport hangar where a Boeing 747 that they demanded is waiting for them. On Hawley's flight, arrogant reporter Richard Thornburg becomes suspicious as to why the plane has not landed. He taps into the cockpit communications records an earlier surreptitious transmission from Barnes to all the circling airplanes describing the situation. From the airplane laboratory, that's restroom, that's fancy word for restroom check. Richard broadcast the recording live on television, leading to a panic at the airport terminal, which prevents McClane and Lorenzo from getting to the 747. Holly subdues Thornburg with a fellow passenger's taser. Can we talk about that? This old raggedy bitch had a taser, and she's like, "Oh, I tried it on my dog. The poor
Bro.
thing was limping for a week." I'm like, Jesus Christ.
So, my dumb ass thought it was a Glock. She's about to pull out the blicky.
Yeah.
She said, yeah, that pepper spray shit don't work. I went and got this. I'm like,
Yeah.
this bitch finna pull out a Mac 11. She's like, nah, just take. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was like, no, she packing heat. Nah, she just got a taser.
And she's like, I used it on my dog, and he was limping for 3 weeks or something. I'm like, Jesus Christ, you piece of shit. It's like you
Dog.
old raggedy bitch.
Dog, that shit crazy.
No, but let me go ahead and just finish the movie because we almost there.
Yeah, go ahead.
McClane asks a news crew to fly him via helicopter to intercept the 747. McClane jumps onto the wing and uses his coat to jam the aileron, I don't know how you pronounce it either, preventing the plane from taking off. During a fist fight, Grant is killed when McClane kicks him into the jet engine. While fighting Stewart, McClane opens a fuel valve in the engine pylon, just as Stewart kicks him off the wing. McClane uses a cigarette lighter to ignite the fuel trail, causing the plane to blow up and kill everyone on board. The fire trail also serves as a landing guide for all airport aircraft, including Holly's, to land safety. After McClane and Holly are reunited, Marvin picks them up on his cart and drives them away. Also, old boy rips up his ticket.
Yep. That was the Christmas gift of all.
It's like thanks, Carl. Go tend to the Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
Yo, I know this dude, right? Carl, he wore blue sweats but wasn't
Glued too tight.
You think that's weird? He lived next
It
door
was
to a
stored for a food fight.
Oh, you know how to do it.
Like,
Can we
call
do
him
the Aqua
Mike
Teen movie?
Cock.
We just get it over with. We need to do
That fucking dude. You know what? Let's wrap this up because we will fucking sit here and derail this fucking episode.
We will, but
Yeah, that whole okay. So let's talk about the ending.
Mm-hmm.
First off, let's go back. I like the twist
yeah,
that he was like, well, what the fuck? Why didn't I make any? Like you mentioned earlier, he's like, why did I make a dent in anything? And he realized that he was shooting. He looked at the bullets like, these bitches are blanks.
yeah,
Goes back to the station and he's like, hey, and get into the argument and just pulls out the gun and fucking shoots at fucking old boy.
yeah.
And he's like, this is why we didn't fucking do anything, because these aren't real. He's been tricking us the whole time. And then he's fine. Get his head out of his ass. That was the part. You fucking almost getting shot at made you get your head out of your ass.
He's like, call back everybody, get them in SWAT gear and everything. We're going in.
We're going in. And like that whole scene. Also, shouts out to Marvin being the MVP for real, letting him know how to move around in the airport, underground.
Mm-hmm.
And even though he was like, Marvin was trying to Marvin was like a fucking crackhead.
But he was a janitor. Yeah.
Yeah, he was a janitor, but he's like his real job was crackhead because he was out here like, hey, I found this coat.
I'm guaranteeing you, like, I thought we fired that dude years ago. Well,
Yeah. Like one of them say, hey man, did we not fire you? Like, did we not let you go like a few years ago? Because like, why are you still here?
he's like, my stuff is still here. I'm like, oh.
Like he's been like living. He's like, yeah, I thought you was about to steal my records, brother. And I'm like,
Bro.
fam, why are you here, bro?
Exactly.
Like, do you live here? Like, creepy man.
Yeah, you're not lying. It's like, dude, you are underground.
Like-
you know that, right? Like
Like you're a rat king.
the Rat King. There you go.
Like you're the Rat King. He says, yeah, I find whatever I find, that keeps. I'm like this dude, and he's like, I don't say, hey, you're gonna mess up my organization.
And he's just like, okay, whatever. But yeah, that dude gets him around. So
Yeah, he got him like in these certain spaces that McClane needed to get to. Like he was a great plot, plot pusher in
Right.
that sense. Like, hey, I need to be in this. I need to be in this place in the shortest amount of time. I got you, brother. Here you go.
Yep.
Gives him a map. Like I dug him. But yeah, this movie is such a fucking blur, brother. Like, but the ending is one I forget. Like everybody and like they had a kid. Just so fast forward, we're in the car with Sergeant Grant, or is it Sergeant Grant or yeah, we're in the car with Sergeant Grant,
Yeah.
and he's got all the group with him, and he's got the kid, and the kid's like, yeah, man,
Yeah, because
I wish I served with y'all.
Yeah, because what did he say? He said earlier to McClane is like, oh, I just the dude who used to be with them got sick or something, right? Or like,
Yeah.
he's like,
Yeah.
this is my first job with him, technically.
Yeah, and he's like, yeah, it's like, but anybody can do it. It's fucking Mr. Grant or Colonel Grant,
Yeah.
or Sergeant Grant, and then they fucking. He's like, yeah, man, I wish I would. He's like, no, son, no, you don't. And he fucking slits Buddy's throat, passing out gum.
Mm-hmm.
That I'm thinking, I'm in my head, I'm like, okay, that gum is something, but it's not. He just took out a knife and just slit Buddy's throat.
Yeah. Which is crazy.
Couldn't have the common decency just to kind of just shoot that
Shoot him in
motherfucker.
the head.
Like, give him a quick death, bro. Like, why you like slit that man's throat and he just dying slowly?
Exactly. You gave him one of the worst deaths ever.
Boy.
Have Buddy behind him snap his neck or something. You know.
Something. Like, just kill him quick.
Yeah.
And then you got all white on, you getting blood everywhere. Come on, bro.
Uh-huh. Well,
That's ass backwards.
You didn't need to kill him. You could have just like gassed him and like just threw him out the car.
Nah, you probably that's like you. Granted, you were getting out of the country.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's getting out of the country anyway.
That's a liability.
By the time he wakes up, you won't even know.
It's a loose end, bro. It's a loose end.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right.
It's a loose end. You can't. I understand you had to kill him, but like, kill him quick, man. He's a fucking soldier.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't fucking like slit his neck. But anyway,
Yeah.
they get on the plane, and then this is where we get the most die-hard ass ending.
Yeah.
First off, because they're trying to leave the airport because the cop finally got his shit together, and they got John. John sees the reporter, Sam. And this is how I know this movie is made, because we did not talk about Holly and Robert's part this entire movie. They're on the plane, but like Holly's in danger, but Richard or Dick,
Yeah.
literally uncovers that there's a terrorist attack going on.
Yeah, and
They have literally kept it under wraps that entire fucking time. The only people who knew it was a terrorist attack were people in the tower.
Yeah.
No one else. And then that goofy bitch finds out about it and
Starts to
shares it with like national news.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And shares it with national news.
Again, it's like the same thing from part one. Like in part one, he fucked it up by like finding Holly's kids and shit.
Yeah, and just saying, hey, that's our dad. And he's like, oh.
Yeah, Hans Gruber was like, what the fuck?
He's like, we have leverage, boys.
Yeah.
And this one, he's like endangering, he's making people freak the fuck out.
Yeah.
Because it's a fucking like oh no.
Yeah.
Like, we got to do this.
Well, now the police can't get to the damn hangar.
Hangar, and then fucking that's where McClane hops into the news helicopter with Sam, and they're flying towards where the plane's taking off, and he's trying to tell him like, hey, can you get in front of the plane? He's like, buddy, I'm crazy, I ain't that crazy, fuck that. He said, well, can you get on top of it then? And he fucking gets out, and that's where you had that whole fucking fight. First off, John Amos ain't need to die like that, bro.
Dog, to be fair, he had a pretty metal death. It just
he did, but why did it have to be him?
You know what?
I mean,
not shooting Buddy in the head.
Yeah, you know what? I mean, he yeah.
Like, he
Yeah.
flips and just gets sucked into
Yeah,
the
just like like he
engine
falls like
tube.
fucking Bishop and Juice. Oh! Gets sucked into the turbine.
The turbine.
Gets
There you go.
turned and gets turned into tomato paste.
Yes,
And
he
that's
does.
kind of like it's crazy because I'm thinking first off, how Buddy go through the turbine and the plane don't get fucked up?
Yeah, right. Shouldn't that have fucked the engine?
Yeah, shouldn't that have like stalled out the engine?
Yeah, yeah.
And that shit just kept going. I'm like, nah,
Like something ain't ending up, buddy.
something ain't right. Something's not right.
Yeah, but then Stewart comes out and they have like a knife. He's like, "This is a knife," and I wish they have a knife fight, but McClane doesn't have a knife.
Nah. McClane's fucking hanging off the top of the plane,
Yeah, trying to.
and he sees he sees the gas fuel line,
Yeah,
and he's trying to hit that bitch, and old buddy's like, nah, motherfucker. And just they kind of start fighting, and he's kung fu fighting that motherfucker, and I'm
Yeah,
like, okay, so you doing this naked finally fucking shows up an hour and fucking 30 minutes into the movie.
yeah, and he his naked kung fu training pays off, and he's able to essentially judo kick McClane off the plane. Hey, that rhymes.
Yeah.
But not before McClane successfully opened the fuel line or whatever.
Yeah, the fuel line's just fucking pouring.
Which another thing, should they have not noticed they're losing fuel?
So
'Cause that's
I don't know if the
phenomenal.
only person that was flying the plane was General Esperanza, and he don't really know how to fly for real. He knows how to fly, but I don't think he knows where to check for fuel. Even though they asked for a specific plane, I don't know that he was gonna notice that. I think they were more in the lines of like, we need to get away first.
Yeah.
And high key, they're not losing the way they're leaving. They're not losing a crazy amount of fuel to where that fucking tank's gonna drop off like easy like that. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like they would have to be up in the air and be like, okay, yeah, we're losing fuel.
Yep.
But and then we get the most wicked yippee-ki-yay motherfucker as he throws. I forgot what was it, a like cigarette match. I forgot what it.
No, he had a lighter, didn't he? He had like the
He had a
old
lighter. I forgot.
lighter.
He had that lighter and fucking just threw that bitch, and the fucking CGI fire was just following that motherfucker just to the plane. And as soon as the plane takes off, that bitch say, and the motherfucker just starts exploding. That's what fucks up the turbine, apparently.
Yeah.
And it's like, what?
Yeah.
No. Everybody's like, no. He just fucking blow like it just fucking and fucking explodes.
He should have came back at the end for one last scare, just like
Like old boy did.
Buddy from part one, and then
That should have been John Amos. You
Dennis-
just saw he's
my
like, I
God.
survived.
Can you imagine?
I survived the fucking turbine.
the motherfucker's like half chewed up.
He's got like half a face and he's like stumbling, but he's got like a gun and he pours it and then fucking Sergeant Powell just shoots him.
Yeah. Someone, yeah. Dennis, is it?
Powell, but they were like, Powell, how'd you get here? I took a bus.
I took a bus. Yeah. He's like, as soon as I heard you were in trouble, I flew over here. It took an hour. The fastest plane in the
It took
world.
an hour.
We took a goddamn
Exactly.
stealth bomber or whatever. The AC one. What was the? Oh my god!
Blackbird.
Thank you. The SR-71 Blackbird. It was
Blackbird. Do you even read my Christmas list?
Yes, that's what he takes one. He takes one of those and just like superhero dives off that motherfucker. Doesn't even get off.
But at the same time, if he's hey Jose, hold on, Jose. If he has the Blackbird, why did he not just shoot down the plane?
I saw you. I saw you on the side, McClane, and I just couldn't take the chance. Like, brother, you saw me get kicked off. It's like,
Well, you saw me, brother. You saw me leave. Like you saw me get kicked off the bitch. You had a shot. Take it.
Look, this plane is still classified. I couldn't land it, so I had to jump at that moment.
How did you fucking? All right, we're getting fucking silly here.
Fucking you imagine just him in a parachute just gunning down John Amos at the end of the movie?
Dog, just like fucking like boom, boom, boom. Like what? This fucking Al Powell. What are you doing here?
I thought you could use the plane.
He was like, you needed me. I'm here for you.
Yep. Merry Christmas, buddy.
Merry Christmas. Merry Merry Christmas. I'm just like sitting here going like, Merry Christmas.
Goddamn. That shit's hilarious. Oh my god, that's the ending we deserved. Him coming.
Yep. Merry Christmas.
Like, how the hell did you get here in less than an hour?
Merry Chrysler.
Yeah, Merry Chrysler. At most, he made that phone call 2 hours ago. So
Yeah.
him getting there that quick would have been insane, bro.
That motherfucker just pop up like, bro, it's daytime in LA. That motherfucker, it is night in DC. How you fucking get there? Motherfucker flew there like powdered toast, man.
Powder toast man.
One other thing we didn't talk about real quick, and that was when McClane, going back into the movie, when McClane went out and found Esperanza landing that plane. Yeah. Let me tell you, this is what I think that was the tipping point of this movie pissing me off. Those grenades that they threw were the longest cooking grenades I have ever seen.
Like, buddy,
they say we have 3 each, and all of them threw their fucking grenades, and none of them bitches went off.
Yeah.
Like John had the time to fucking get up, check the door, couldn't get out of that, run towards the cockpit, see the eject button, sits in the chair, safely ties himself up, then hits the eject button and is already headed out and then explodes.
Yeah.
What kind of grenades we throwing, bud?
Do planes even have eject buttons like that?
They do.
Okay.
They do.
Like, wait, you're not in a fighter jet, my guy. I'm like, wait, what?
It is I think there was a military cargo plane.
Right, it was a military cargo.
It was a military cargo plane.
Okay, you know what? Okay.
Yeah, it was a military. It was a military car. I got what you're saying because I'm like, this is some Looney Tune shit, but it was a military cargo plane. So like,
buddy, it literally hit ejectocito and it was just out.
Yeah, and he fucking go out. He's this like, fuck this Mickey Mouse piece of shit. Yeah. He's going, oh fuck, and just said,
yeah.
I forgot that there was a fucking parachute on that bitch, and I'm like, good job, genius. You're about to fucking break. You're either about to die or break every fucking bone in your body.
But nope, the little parachute just.
The fucking parachute just like, and them dudes are sitting there going, lucky fuck.
Yeah.
It was this motherfucker's on that plane. I was like, none of you bitches got a gun. You can shoot this dude out the sky.
Shoot him down.
Shoot him. Shoot him.
Come on, William Sadler. You're fucking a fucking general military.
Kung fu some bullets into that fucking parachute. What the fuck are we doing? Mid-ass dude. I'm sitting there going, like, you really let the op James Bond his way down. And you know he's slowly falling.
Yeah.
None of you bitches can go out there and try to shoot him?
None of them. They said, nah.
Like, fam.
No, I don't think I will.
Well, they said, oh, the fire department's getting here. Yeah, we got to get the fuck out of here. Oh, I get that.
Yeah.
But none of you bitches could have just shot in the air?
Like, come on, buddy.
Like, just pop that pussy one time, like, pack. Just go ahead. He would have felt like, just put a hole in the parachute.
Just fucking take him out, man. Like,
you at least had 5 shots.
At least.
And then got the fuck out of there.
Yep, and then fucking pieced the fuck out.
But nah. Also, I have the screen on the movie right now. On the audio version, you can't. It's not gonna make any sense. But the video version, I think one of my favorite kills outside of the airplane being blown up, when McClane's fighting that dude on the outside and stabs that motherfucker in the eye with an icicle.
Yeah. I think that's why I'm always like, yo, if that falls on me, it's gonna kill me. No, it won't, Jose. That's just Die Hard 2. Relax.
Yeah, that's just Die Hard 2, bro. It's just Die Hard 2. Like, them icicles hurt, but yeah, like they're not.
But yeah.
They hurt, but they're not gonna fucking stab you.
Exactly.
That is no. But speaking of which, you got anything else you want to cover? If not,
no, that's about it, man.
That, ladies and gentlemen, is Die Hard 2, our piss poor coverage of it.
Die Harder.
But again, we enjoyed the movie. I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah,
the movie's fine. It's enjoyable mid.
Yeah.
But we here at Cinema Villains not only get to rate and review these movies, we also rate and review the villains of said movies. And we judge them by 3 categories, and those categories are the motive,
The motive,
the drip,
the drip.
and the threat level. Jose,
Yes,
me boy, me Bob.
shag me lad.
What are you giving Colonel William Sadler? Motivation. Show me your motivation.
Show me your motivation. So he wanted, I guess, to sell drugs. What was your motivation to save the general who was selling drugs and killing commies?
Yeah, he wanted to, like, they all wanted him to be rich at the end of the day just by getting this dude away because they kind of saw they believed what he believed in, and
just
they were
like-
kind of like,
So just like Hans.
all right,
Gruber,
fuck
he wanted to
it.
be
Like,
rich.
he's like, yo, you get me out of here, I'll make y'all the richest men.
Okay, so that's like a.
Like, he hired him as like a mercenary.
I'm torn between a 3.5 and a 4. I'm gonna say 3.5 because, like I said, he kind of went there. He went about it kind of dumb. Feel like
Yeah.
he took extra steps.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll say 3.5. 3. Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? I was gonna give him a 4, but 3.5 makes sense because, like, I'm like, bro, you doing this with extra steps, just like you just said. Like, you could have just, all right,
Yeah. And like
You doing
I said,
all this
it
for
was a
what,
copy and
bro?
paste of Hans Gruber too. It's like, oh, we
and
gotta-
then make it so bad they knew who the fuck you were.
yeah.
Like-
that's the thing. They're like, oh, it's disgraced colonel. I'm like, what?
Oh, hey, you're that guy. I'm about to go commit acts of treason.
Yeah, exactly.
Come on, man. What are we giving for the drip?
The drip. Fuck. 2.5. Like he wore nothing cool. Like nothing memorable.
2.5, and the only reason why it's getting a 2.5 from me is because he was butt ass naked doing Tai Chi.
Hey, if it wasn't for that,
That's it.
I wouldn't remember anything about the dude.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I wouldn't remember that motherfucker at all.
There you go.
And threat level.
Well, okay, so threat level, we can give him a 4 because due to his highly trained naked Tai Chi,
But he did nothing with it.
he kicked Buddy off the plane. He kicked McClane off the plane.
Motherfucker, Hans Gruber could have kicked that motherfucker off the plane, bro.
Hans Gruber, I don't think he had hands.
No, I don't think he had hands either, but he might have could smack that motherfucker.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, he's a fucking military colonel.
But he's such a bitch.
Yes, but he has the training and the
He does, dude.
that's
Like,
the only thing. Like,
you know what this really reminds me of?
huh?
Batman Returns. Batman, or like where the motherfucker is like got a bunch of knives and some shit. He's like, yeah, like not Batman Returns, Batman Forever. He was like, yeah, ah, and then Batman just kissed that motherfucker in the face. That's that whole fucking thing. Like, you think he's going to be great, be a badass. He does fuck all with it.
Yeah, that. Something he has his own little mercenary group.
Who gets clapped?
He converts John Amos's character to join him, to sympathize with him. I guess the only reason I'm like, look, he is military. At the end of the day,
I give him a 3.
a 3. I'll give him 3.5.
I'm not giving him a 4 because because he's not memorable, bro.
No, but we're not talking about like we're just talking about his threat.
We're not, but like even the threat, dog. We've done shit for less. Where there are big menacing motherfuckers in this shit who have a lower threshold, even with their skill. They fucking just did not. The threat level wasn't high
He crashed the plane. He killed
because them British bastards just fucking believed everything he said. He didn't fucking physically crash that plane. He didn't physically crash the plane. That motherfucker didn't do shit. He lied to him. He said, hey, man.
I'll meet you at a 3.5. Like I said, there's still like
That's fine. That's okay. Yeah,
He
I'll
will
shake your.
that universe
I will
is super
shake
cop.
your hand.
Yeah.
I will shake your hand.
Yeah, he went
and
up
give him a
against that universe
3.5.
and super cop and for what is more or less beat him hand to hand. Kind of.
Fucking man, just he didn't do enough for me, dog. Like, if McClane had a gun, I'd have shot him.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Like, you ain't. It's like, all right, kung fu martial artist.
Shout out
Block
to
is
them,
like,
them meeting face to face too in the beginning of the movie. He's like, I know.
and just
you.
kind of like, hey, I know you.
He's like, yeah, I get that a lot. I've been on TV. He's like, yeah, me too. And they just kind of walk away.
Me too, and just kind of walked away.
They do the villainous, like he does the villain stare back at the dude, like, that guy.
He might be a problem.
I should kill him now, but no, I don't want to blow my cover.
Which, how you gonna blow your cover when motherfuckers already know who the fuck you are?
I have no idea.
Oh, don't want anybody to see? Bitch, you were not even incognitus. You were like,
The reporter,
you were raw.
immediately
Your
like,
face was
"Hey, I know
raw
you."
dogging everything, bro.
Yeah, like I said, the reporter was immediately like, "Hey, I know you."
It's like, hey, I know you. Like, you're disgrace. You're the disgrace. And how she? First off, you call me disgrace, I'm shooting you.
Yeah,
Like, you already know who I am. You ain't gonna know who I am after this. I'm fucking shooting your bitch ass.
that's
Fucking-
hilarious.
Just one to the dome, bro. But yeah, nah, that's all I got, man. I like with the aggregate that he has. Is he getting in the?
No, he's not VIP. 100%.
He's not VIP, nah. But is he getting in the dome, bro? He's gonna be the dude. To me, he's the dude trying to get in, and we don't know. We do not know you. We let John Amos in.
Just because it's John Amos, yeah.
Yeah, just because it's John Amos. Rest in peace.
Yeah, he can come cook us bootleg McDonald's.
Exactly.
Really?
Good times. Motherfuckers just pull up.
Yeah, there you go. Exactly.
Exactly. I'll fucking take that.
Yeah, but
But-
no, yeah, he's just not memorable villain. In
Nah,
in a
at
movie
all, bro.
series with two, you could argue maybe three memorable villains. Like, nah, buddy, sorry.
Yeah. Like,
Like I said, the thing we remember you the most is doing naked ass kung fu.
and you did nothing with that at the end of it. Like,
Yeah.
seriously. Like, come on, man.
Like, who does this? Miles, I'm looking at you, buddy. Do you do naked jujitsu like in the mirror in the morning?
Miles
to
look
get
like
you
he
ready?
do. Miles look like the motherfucker that do some naked jujitsu, bro.
Miles is ripped too, so like, you know what? Good for you, Miles.
Yeah, I'll never have fucking 8 abs
Exactly.
like Miles do.
Like, yeah.
But Miles definitely be like butt ass naked Tai Chi.
I forgot what they were talking about in the Slack channel. Like, they're talking about the movie The Gray with Liam Neeson.
Oh man,
And Miles was like, hey,
with
man,
the
that's
wolves
how
and
I
shit.
want to go out fighting a wolf. I'm like, brother, you wouldn't die. You'd become the alpha. Like the wolves would just follow you everywhere. What are you talking about?
Yeah, it's like motherfuckers look at you and be like, yeah, him.
Yeah, exactly.
Nah, man, me. Yeah, nah, I definitely punch a wolf. I don't give a fuck. I'll fight a wolf, bro.
You know, wolves are really chill in real life. It's like the
They are.
like,
But when they're in a pack, that's when you got a problem.
yeah, no, that's true. Because
They are
wolves-
JJK. They are the JJK animal.
Yeah, but even then, wolves are like, no, that person could shoot us. We're smart enough to know that humans have tools. Let's keep our distance for now.
They can't. He can't come on all of us.
Yeah. Unlike a bear that's just gonna murder you. Sorry, buddy, they don't care.
A bear, fucking black bears are pussy.
Brown bear,
Grizzly,
let's put it like that.
brown bear will fuck you up. Yogi's
No,
not
what is
playing
it?
with your bitch
A
ass.
grizzly bear, there's a 50-50 shot you'll live. A polar bear is going to kill you.
Yeah, polar bear's
Like,
gonna
it-
fucking murder you.
Kiss your ass goodbye. There's nothing you can do. Pray it's quick. all you
Motherfuckers
can
like
do.
brown black bear. It's fucked up because you can just be
That
like, man, get the
motherfucker
fuck out
be
of
like,
here.
oh shit, this motherfucker's fighting back. No.
Oh shit, he's packing heat.
What
Oh,
let's
that
go,
works.
let's fuck it. Join us next week. We review Grizzly. We want to put the bear in the Hall of Fame.
I'm Joe Grizzly, and this is the this is the end of Cinema Villains.
Oh no.
Let's get out of here,
I'm
man.
playing.
Anything else that we want to cover before
No,
we jet?
just, okay, so I think I've looked at the calendar and I think this is how we're gonna handle the month. We're releasing
Okay.
this episode at the time of this release when you listen to it. Next
Uh-huh.
week we'll be on a break.
Uh-huh.
And then we'll release our last 2 episodes of the year back to back.
Yep.
So there you go. You'll have 2 more of Cinema Villains episodes to look forward to. I'll tell y'all now, because why not? Our end of the year recap. We give our favorite villains and favorite movies of the year. And the Cinema Villains 2024 Christmas Spectacular, which is Terrifier 3.
You know it, and you knew it was coming.
Oh, yeah,
you
you knew
knew it was coming.
Uh-huh. It's time, buddy.
It's time, baby.
Yeah,
it's time. I like your
yeah.
raincoat, bitch.
Yeah.
like it's time.
Uh,
Oh, buddy. All right.
Yeah, but as always,
I
thanks. Leave a 5-star review on Apple and on Spotify. Like, subscribe to our channel on YouTube, please. Send us fan mail. We love to read it. Like I said, all my UK listeners, what soccer club should I become a fan of? Oh, football. See, I'm on your side now. Football club. Should I be a
Football.
fan of.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much it, Jack.
Yeah. And as always, we love you.
Yes.
You take care of yourselves. And we will see you guys and gals and ghouls and goblins later.